toxic family tradition did you break that cost you everything? In our family, girls were taught one thing: marry rich, have babies, and keep your mouth shut. For generations, every woman got married before 21, and every woman was miserable. My grandma used to say, 2 minutes of pleasure, 20 years of pain, about her own marriage. At family dinners, I watched my mom, aunts, and female cousins nod silently while the men talked. After dinner, they'd all gather in the kitchen to wash dishes, whispering about their husbands' affairs and tempers. The men would laugh in the living room, drinking beer and bragging about keeping their wives in line. When I turned 18, my parents introduced me to Noah. He was 35, owned 3 car dealerships, and had already been divorced twice. Over dinner, he talked about wanting a traditional wife while staring at my chest. My dad beamed with pride when Noah offered to take me off his hands. That night, my mom came to my room with a jewelry box. Inside was her mother's engagement ring. "Just say yes," she whispered. "It gets easier once you accept it." Her eyes were dull, like they'd been ever since my dad threw her down the stairs when I was 12. I waited until everyone was asleep, then packed a bag. I had been secretly saving tips from my waitressing job for months. As I crept downstairs, my little sister Amy caught me. She was 16, already being groomed for her own arranged marriage. "Take me with you," she begged. I hesitated. 2 runaways would be harder than 1, but I remembered how last week, Dad had started talking about Amy's ripeness to his business friends. We left that night. I had $3,400 saved. We took a bus to my friend Lena's college town, 3 states away. She let us crash in her dorm while I found a job as a bartender. Amy enrolled in the local high school, her first time in public school after years of religious homeschooling. For 6 months, we built a new life. I worked doubles to save for an apartment. Amy joined the debate team and made real friends. She smiled more than I'd ever seen. Then one night, I came home to find my dad and 3 uncles in our tiny studio apartment. They had beaten the address out of our cousin Thomas, who'd been secretly helping us. Amy was curled in a corner, clutching her debate team trophy like a weapon. Dad grabbed her first, but as they dragged her out, I swung the metal bat I kept by the door. I hit my Uncle Greg's knee. When he dropped, I grabbed Amy, and we ran. We spent that night in a women's shelter, then moved to another state. I worked 3 jobs while getting my GED. Amy finished high school and got a full scholarship to NYU. The family found us twice more over the years. Each time we moved. Each time we got stronger. Now I'm 27, own a small marketing company, and Amy's in law school. We haven't spoken to our family in 5 years.